So hello, hello. If we have more people coming, they are being accepted to join our meeting. So Gabby, can you tell me if you are seeing my screen, please? Can you let me know if you are seeing the PowerPoint presentation?
Yes,
Connie?
I can watch.
Good.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. Yes, I can see it. Good. Connie, hello? Thank you, Connie, for showing yourself. If you have a webcam and if you have internet connection that you can use it, that's perfect. Thank you. So that I know that I'm not alone here, just with names, just with people names as everybody's showing. All right, so there's more people coming and I'm gonna start showing this presentation here. Right, so we're waiting, just waiting a little bit because there was a problem that I had. It was not me, it was the computer, but still, it's my staff, and it wasn't ready. I wasn't expecting a mistake from the computer. So we'll just wait for one more. Let's see. We have Carmen, Hanael, Adriana, Agustín, Alex, Ana, Azael, Carlos, Gaby, Gilberto, Connie, Jazmín, Manuel, Maria, Valeria. So it's kind of the same people that was present, right? So we're good. All right. So today's topic, and this is the reason why we're having a video conference, because it's very important to let you know what an elevator pitch means, how you can use it, and why it's part of Unit 1. So let's start. So Diana just came back, and so we're ready. If anybody else comes back, if I don't see them, let me know. I'm admitting Ulises now. Okay, so we're good. All right, so about this. Just gonna move myself over here. All right, so you're seeing a PowerPoint presentation about an elevator pitch. And it's part of Unit 1, which is effective communication strategies. We keep talking about strategies to communicate, how to let people know more about what we are thinking, what we are planning, what we're doing, through oral communication, through speaking. How can we communicate the true message effectively? And that's when an elevator pitch comes. If you see a picture to the right side of your computer, it's over there, it's in the corner, you can see a picture, right? There is a picture of a pitcher, a baseball pitcher. And why did I show that image? Well, because for us, being Spanish language speakers, a native Spanish language speakers, when we hear that word pitching, so in our minds, we already remember a pitcher for baseball, okay? And it's correct, that's one of the uses of that word. But over here is a different approach. So we have to forget about that. We have to forget about the baseball part, and we have to go back to what is about communicating. And it is an interesting part here that is called elevator. So that's what I showed the other picture in the middle. You are seeing there is two people. There's a woman and a man that are standing inside an elevator. You can actually see that it is an elevator from a building. You can see that it has probably 10 or more or more different levels on the same building. And it's called an elevator, not because you are going to go and speak with people at an elevator, but it's called like that because you only have a very short amount of time in an elevator to share something with another person. So you must take the time in consideration to be able to give the message. It might still be confusing. That's why we're gonna go through a few slides on this PowerPoint presentation to make the topic clear, okay? So what you're seeing here is a little explanation of what it really is. So you can also see from the message in the background, you have a picture in the background. There is people entering an elevator, there is people talking in an elevator, and at the end, the final image, there is people agreeing. They're even shaking hands. They are agreeing to whatever they just spoke in that conversation. So how do we do that? And what is an elevator pitch exactly? Okay, so let's take a look at what we have here in this slide. It says 6 questions your pitch must answer. So wait a minute, what's a pitch then? If it's not related to baseball and it's not related to any sport, so what's a pitch? Okay, so it's about your tone, the tone on your voice, the tone that you're using to speak, and the message that you are transmitting in your pitch. So that's your pitch. And we want to have the perfect pitch. That's when it comes the name of the elevator pitch, because it's not only going to be with a high tone, elevating the tone. It's not just that. It's also going to be very important. It's going to go to the point in about 30 seconds. So that's sort of like the advice to have. 30 seconds. You can have probably a minute, 2 minutes, but not more than that. It should be fast. You should be able to transmit the message. But an elevator pitch is usually used when you are trying to sell a topic, a project, a product. When you are trying to convince the other people, you have an audience, you have another person, 1, 2, or probably 100 people waiting for your information, and it has to be fast, it has to be good, very well delivered. So there is the guidance here, 6 questions that your pitch must answer. Let's go through the 6 questions. Question number 1, if we're talking about a product, what is your product or service? So you should be able to convey the information, to give the information, to tell what your project, service, or product is about in very few seconds. It's a brief description of what you're trying to sell. You're trying to give your product to the other person. You're trying to make them agree to buy it. So it's about buying an actual product, or it's about buying an idea. Okay, so we need to answer that first question. The second question, who is your market? What is the target audience? Who are you speaking to? So actually, an elevator pitch will give us all of the keys to give a better presentation, a better oral presentation every time. If we consider these 6 questions for every time that we are giving an oral presentation, our oral presentations will be perfect, will be good. People will agree to them. And that's what we're trying to do. Or you're selling that. What industry is it that you're in? How large of a market do they represent? So you need to know ahead of time the information from your audience. You need to remember who your audience is before even speaking. So you need to prepare and practice, of course. Practice will always be there. What is your revenue model? Or what problem does your project solve? Actually, when we talk about revenue, it's about how much are you going to earn from it? And I decided to switch a little bit about the description of this to talk also about the problem that your project or product solves. For example, if I had a speaker, how can I talk about this speaker to the audience? So I need to prepare to talk about it, and I need to convince the audience that this is the best speaker that it is there in the world. So of course, I have to know the differences of my product. I have to know what is best in this one. That's part of the 6th question, but I need to go to the 4th one. Who is behind the company? Am I working just myself, or do I have partners? For example, if I work at the same time with Diana, with Gilberto, with Alex, so I need to introduce them. I need to make it clear that it's not just me. It's a group of people working and trying to deliver a product or a project. All right. So what is the competition? This is what comes very in handy for industrial engineers, because we do benchmarking. Benchmarking will put us in this spot. We consider what the competition is doing. So we are better, okay? And what is the competitive advantage? Like I was saying, I take the example of having a speaker, and I have to mention something. Okay, so yes, this is a small speaker, and it has 400 watts of power, and it will deliver a super clean sound. And then I show them what it does. So I can convince them in about 10 seconds. I show them and I explain just the most specific, or the most or best specifications that this speaker, in the case of the example, that this speaker has. So I show my audience in very few seconds the best of it. So the elevator pitch is about giving an oral presentation in a short period of time and convincing, being able to convince the audience. How do we do that? Okay, so we're gonna have to look at some examples here. The best pitches are the ones that start with the why. And with this, you're gonna have a homework at the end, of course. You have to investigate something. You're gonna watch another video. But right now, we're gonna go through this video here. I'm gonna show you this information. One of the best pitches is from a movie. You're gonna be able to see this one. The perfect example is from this movie. It summarizes probably everything, and it shows the best. It comes from the movie The Dilemma. So I'm gonna stop sharing this, and I'm gonna go and share the other screen, which it's where I have the video. It's set up. So let's go and see it. It's only about 2 minutes, 2 minutes of that video, and you should be able to see it. If you have problems with your audio or something in your computer, the PowerPoint presentation is already there in your in the Canvas part of the class. So it's already in the platform. You can go and click it and watch it as many times as you want. I'm gonna show it here. It's only 2 minutes, like I'm saying. Just let me know when you can see the screen. Alex, can you see that I'm showing a YouTube video? Can you let me know, please?
Hello.
Bless you.
I don't speak.
I'm sorry.
Alex, can you see that I'm showing the YouTube that is a video right now? Can you guys see it? Yes? Carmen, can you see that I'm showing a video and not the PowerPoint presentation right now?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
Thank you, finally. All right, so I'm gonna make it bigger so you can see it better. It's supposed to have the subtitles on. It's only about 2 minutes, like I said. Let's pay attention and see how these two people give a perfect elevator pitch. Okay, so I'm just gonna be a little quiet from now on so you can see the video. All right, I'm gonna just turn it on.
Here you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, electric cars, they're totally gay. It's true. I don't mean that they're homosexual gay, but I do mean your parents are the chaperone at the dance gay, right? You tuck it in and wear it real high gay. I don't want to disrespect anybody because I'm not about that, but I think we're understanding what we're trying to talk about here, right? I mean, honestly, the Nissan Spit, really? It screams this. Oh, here we go. The Hyundai Pomegranate, right? The Chevy Fingerprint. Now, look at this. The 1966 Ford GT350. You want to roll up in that one, Hoss? The 1965 Pontiac GTO, completely awesome. The 1970 Hemi Cuda took more virginities than Francis Albert Sinatra. What are we suggesting here? We're talking about taking the benefits of electric transportation, but combine them with the rock and rollness and the sexiness that the Dodge current muscle car models have. Nicholas?
We believe we can produce the technology to incorporate an electronic motor in your current models. But with the aggressive sound character, the exhilarating vibration character, the complete visceral experience that we've all grown to know and love in the Dodge Challenger and Charger lines.
Guys, we love our current electric models. That said, we also agree there's a market for what you're pitching. But if you're asking Dodge to invest in your pursuit of this concept, what do you have that we don't?
Nick Brennan.
Good. So let's go back to it. What do you see? Okay, I want a better conversation here, not just a monologue. Were you able to see the pitch, the elevator pitch? Very short period of time. They were trying to sell what? How did they convey the information to the audience? What did they do different? Okay, so let's have participation here. Agustin, I'm gonna start pointing people because it's very quiet today. You're done, participate yourself. I'm gonna point at you. So let's hear it from Agustin. If Agustin doesn't speak, then he has a cross mark. Okay, I'm gonna give the chance also to Diana. Let's hear you too.
The concept of video is present the classic cars with electric motors,
Yeah.
new ideas.
Exactly. And the question here is, how did they give the idea of mixing a classic car, the old cars that were loved from the people, with the idea of having it as an electric car? How did they convey the idea? What was the start point? Roman, you want to speak? He said, not. Oh, okay, maybe not. Let's hear it from Ulises. Ulises, so what was the approach, Ulises? How did they approach the idea? What was the start point? Hanael, you want to speak?
I'm sorry, teacher. My internet, I have a problem. Can you repeat the question?
What was the start point on the video that we just watched? How was the idea introduced? The introduction from the video. How did they introduce the idea?
Change the transport, the old cars and new cars in energy electric.
Okay, yes, but there was a starting point. There was an introduction to it.
I don't know.
Yes, how did they present it? The actual, well, they were not actual. This is a movie from 2011, but at that time, the electric cars were only very small, and the way they look, it was different. So what was the approach? They even use a particular word that we as a society are not so used to. Use it just as simple, like, because it might insult or it might aggravate the other person or the people around. Especially nowadays that we talk about equality in terms of gender equality. What word were they using? I want to see if you notice it at the beginning of the video. What was the introduction? Gilberto, then I'm going to point at you because you're not even speaking either. Connie? Gilberto? Yes?
Hi.
The beginning of the video. It was an introduction.
I don't remember what word.
Okay, so Connie doesn't remember. Okay. You're kind of robotic. We'll listen to you in a robotic way, Connie. But I could understand. You didn't remember what word did they use. Gilberto, what happened with you? Do you remember the start of the video?
Okay. First, they call the attention with the first
Images?
After having the attention, the relief of what they want to sell.
Sorry, I don't remember. But
all right, so you're right. They show pictures. They show images, and they call the small cars, the small electric cars at that time, they call those cars gays. They said, oh, these are the gay cars of cars. They don't look fine, but it was not an insult. It was intended to be used. Roman, if you're gonna speak in Spanish, you better mute your session. All right, so it was intended to, that word to be used to make a difference between the very strong cars that were used to be built in the 60s and the 70s. Those were classic cars from GM, and they were trying to sell the idea of making an electric car that looks really good and sounds good, and it gives you an experience when you're driving, instead of just having a car that is gonna save you money when you're driving because it's electric, but it doesn't look good. So, did they give the idea in those 2 minutes? Yes, they were able to convey the idea. So that's why it's called a very good pitch, very good elevator pitch. So you have the example. I'm right now, I went back to the PowerPoint presentation. You should be able to keep following it. I'm sharing it right now. So this, it's inspirational. It shows that there is something different. It shows that there is something new. It shows that you are committed. When you are presenting something using an elevator pitch, it shows your commitment to your product, service, your project, whatever it is that you are trying to introduce to that audience. It shows the benefits it shows the difference. Like the example here, have a clear X for Y statement. Like saying something like, hey, we are the Netflix of baby clothes. You all know what Netflix is a place where you can just watch everything from everywhere in the world. So it became very popular, especially in these days now that we have a pandemic happening. But if we're trying to sell clothes, we can even compare to those. We can use phrases, we can use our competition, we can use phrases from other companies, and as long as we address them. Remember that we have to mention every author that is there. We are not stealing information. We do benchmarking, but we don't steal. We can tell a story, like the example that we just watched. They were saying, hey, these are the gay cars. We want to have the old cars that we used to have. And there was a little story about the old cars there. Hook your listener, grab your listener, make them listen to you. Leave a call to action, the last part. You should be able to convince them, and then have the plan. At the end of your elevator pitch, your audience should be ready to continue speaking with you, to continue the business with you. That's what an elevator pitch is. And that's why an elevator pitch is very, very important when you are giving a message to an audience. All right. So we go to the next slide. Benefits. Is there a benefit to it? To having an elevator pitch? Of course. The benefit is never the product that you're selling. It's always the effect that we're going to have after the perfect pitch, after the perfect elevator pitch. The benefit must something specifically directly relevant to the customer's business, ideally with a financial metric. So ideally, you will already have all the information about money that you are going to spend and what you're going to have as a revenue, meaning of what you're going to have as earnings, what's going to be yours. Something that is not good if you mention, oh, we sell inventory systems. That's not something that is going to help you. We sell inventory control systems that save you money. Not a good idea to use it like that. The benefit is actually something like we're showing here, the right. It's something like, oh, manufacturers use our system to reduce their inventory costs by 50%. You go straight to the point. You get the point. You give the point to them. It's a perfect conclusion. It's not just good. We reduce 50%. So now I'm listening. That sounds really good, right? Companies hire us to streamline their inventory, saving on average $1 million. Wow, that's even better. If you can translate to money, you know that money talks. And if you can tell them, hey, our service gives company savings on average $1 million, who wouldn't buy your product? Who wouldn't accept your project, right? Exactly. So we have something else. What else is there? The differentiator. There's a difference between what a perfect elevator pitch is and what is not. So the differentiator. This is what makes you or your firm different from everyone else. You want to be different. You want to show in your presentation, in your short presentation as an elevator pitch, that you are different, but that you are better. You want to show them that you are the best, as I put it here on this slide, best. And I even use the red letter, best. Okay? Something that is wrong. We are industry leading in best in class. But you're not saying who says that. So you're not showing anything good. We can save you money faster than the competition. Says who? We are excited about providing you with best service. Who cares? It's like you need to show the reality, not just words. So something that is right here. We have a patented method that delivers materials the day they are needed. A patent. It's the actual who. Who says it? Ah, we have registered. Our system holds the industry record for the most money saved. Wow. So you have a record. You save money. Now I'm interested in you. So that's the thing. Strong differentiators contain a fact. It's about putting the fact that you are different, that your project is the best, that you can prove that it is the best. The fact that it is concrete and measurable. They should never refer to your emotions, which are irrelevant to the customer or the audience. So it's not about saying, oh, I think it's good. I love my product. I love my project. It's not about that. You need to show facts. Go straight to that conclusion. Go straight to what is best. Show, prove your audience that what you're trying to sell is the best. And of course, there should be questions. So here we have the ask. The worst mistake. So let's go to the negative part of it. You can make a mistake and it could be the worst. The worst mistake that you can make in an elevator pitch is trying to close the sale. It's not about closing the sale there. Remember that on those 6 instructions or advice, remember on the other slides that we said, you should be able to keep talking after. Because this is a short presentation. In a short period of time, 30 minutes to 1 minute, you're trying to sell your idea. But you shouldn't be able to close the deal, because what you want to do is to engage your audience and call you, send you a message, meet again face to face and keep talking about this. It's about negotiating after your elevator pitch. All you want is that first but all important fact-finding meeting where you can assess the customer needs and mutually decide whether you can meet those needs. You want to show them that they are important to you and vice versa. The right things to do, here are examples. Maybe we should run some numbers. What's your availability next week? Get another appointment. Are you available next week? Can we meet each other next Friday? What about tomorrow? Let's do another meeting. Good. That's the right thing to do. Since you're interested, what's the best way to get on your calendar? Okay. So you are convincing them and you are convincing them to keep talking about that. Perfect, right? Good. All right. So we need to do something else. When we started talking about this, it says, okay, the why is important. And then we went and watched the video of the movie, The Dilemma. We watched a perfect, very nice elevator pitch. But I want you to go and watch this other video. It's an advice. Start with the why. That's from Simon Sinek. He's a very competent person. He sells ideas. He's a motivator. He's a leader. He has written several books. And there is a TED Talk that he gave about the why. There is a link here. If you click on this link, you're going to be able to follow it. And it takes about 18 minutes. It has captions. You can activate the subtitles. It's also on YouTube. So you can activate the captions. And you're going to have to make some notes. Take some notes so you can learn a little more about the why. Why is people successful? Why are there companies that are more successful than others? He talks about the actual why that those very nice companies around the world have done. So it's an advice. You have a homework then. You're going to have 2 different homeworks from this presentation, from this class. You're going to have to write an essay from Simon Sinek's pitch advice, from this advice that you're going to go and watch the video. You're going to go and watch the video, and you're gonna write an essay. It's about a one-page essay, but you must watch the video. There is no actual resume on the internet. You have to watch the video and you have to think about it, and then you have to write something and you submit the essay. It's an essay, not a resume. And number 2, you have a second homework over there. Prepare an elevator pitch. So you think it's over here? No, no, no. I'm engaging you. That's what I'm giving this video conference. I'm trying to engage you here. And I'm making the next appointment with you, which is you give the presentation back. You are going to prepare an elevator pitch. About what? I don't know. Gilberto may want to choose to sell you some idea. He may prepare that elevator pitch. Diana, you may choose to promote a product that you want to sell. You may choose that. Connie, you may choose to talk about a project that you are doing at school, either at your manufacturing class or the project class. I don't know. It's about whatever idea that you may have. You are going to have to contact me, your professor, and give me some questions if that's okay. You are going to prepare an elevator pitch and you are going to record yourself, either using your cell phones or your computer, whatever it is. It's going to be short. You need to practice before recording yourself. Yes, because it needs to be elevator pitch, a good one. And you're going to submit a video to be created. Yes, of course. So, yes. And Alex is now thinking, Alejandro, oh my God, we're going to record ourselves again? Yes. Last time, it was just for introducing yourselves on our first week. It was only introducing yourselves as industrial engineer students, but also it gave me some material to know your level of English, which is really good. Congratulations to everyone. But now we're serious. You have to think about an idea, a project, a product. What are you gonna do? You need to practice an elevator pitch, which is a short presentation. You're gonna have 30 seconds, up to a minute, maybe, to present something. And it should be really good. You can look on the internet for examples, more examples of elevator pitches, and you're gonna find several of them, which is just use them. Examples are really good all the time, so go and look for more examples. Yes, you have homework. So let's see, I'm gonna go just through Canvas. I'm gonna show you what we have in the platform right now. It's there. It's 8:55 a.m. right now, and we should be able to almost see everything. If you go, I have to select the student view, how you're gonna see it. Okay, if you go through the class page inside Canvas, you should be able to see that there is the class under Unit 1, elevator pitch. That's the PowerPoint file. But if you go and see the assignments, the homeworks, assignments, you're gonna see a few of them. There is you cannot see it there yet. The essay from Simon Sinek's pitch advice, it starts at 9 a.m. today. In 4 minutes, you can start doing that homework. Yes, it's gonna get open in 4 minutes. And your video for an elevator pitch, again, is the same. And so, let's see. The instructions should be open in about 3 to 4 minutes. I'm gonna show it from my session, not from the student view. Over there, I can show it to you. Your video for an elevator pitch, prepare an elevator pitch, presentation and record it. It could be about any project, product, or presentation that you may have. Get ready to record yourself. You need to practice before and submit a video for this to be graded. Your video must be of less than 2 minutes long. Note. You are going to be assigned to review to grade one of your classmates on September the 5th. Be ready for it. Yes. Yes, you're going to have to submit the video and you're going to be involved in grading another person. Good. You're going to be able to see another person's video. I recommend 30 seconds to 1 minute, but the most that you have is 2 minutes, no longer than that, please. Then you have the other assignment there, the essay. Let me see. The essay from Simon Sinek's. It's showing you the video also over there. From the elevator pitch class, you've learned about the reason for presenting an idea in the best possible way. And for that, you have also watched the video. You have to watch it. You have to go and watch the video. It's here. That talks about several examples of successful people and companies who truly know how to lead and will give and receive the best elevator pitches. After you finish watching his video, write a one-page essay about it. Here is the link to the video, and it's getting open in 1 minute. It says here, 9 a.m. So it's gonna be open in 1 minute. Good. So should be able to say goodbye in 1 minute, and you should be able to go and start with the homework. Yes? Good. All right. Any questions until now? There should be another assignment. There is no people speaking. Yeah, I'll show you those two. But there's gonna be a weekly discussion as we are having it. And what I'm gonna do in there is I'm gonna give you a few questions about this video conference. And for those who were not present, they have to watch the video. And for you who were present, you will be able to answer it back. That discussion session will be open once we can have the video uploaded. You already know that it takes about 2, 3, 4 hours, sometimes 10 hours to upload the video. It's not about me, it's about the internet connection. So once the video is already uploaded, the video of this video conference, you're gonna have a discussion about this class. And you need to complete the task for it too. Any questions?
Nope.
Okay, so no questions, everything was understood. Okay, then if there's no questions, remember that you can use the group. It would be good if you talk in the group, because you can solve the other people questions at the same time. But if you're afraid to speak at the group, then just do it personally. Send me a message personally. Ask me anything. If you had trouble submitting a homework, let me know before it finishes, before the due date. Let me know in advance. And so that's it. We're finished. We're done with today's class. Elevator pitch. Oh, you have another homework. I forgot about that. It's already there. Yes, another homework. So it's about 4 assignments. Let me go back and show it before I say goodbye. There is...
It's vocabulary.
Yes, vocabulary. Where is it? Yes, here. Practice and associate vocabulary. Yes, thank you, Carmen. You remember that one. Vocabulary. So you have these 2 columns. You're going to learn about more vocabulary. It's about going and looking up on a dictionary, through the internet, look for the definition, and then match the column. Where is, for example, science in the column A? There's science. So we have to go to column B and try to understand which of the definitions is about science. And the same thing for criteria, constraints, design proposal, test, refine, create, etc. So this is about matching the vocabulary. You have to investigate about vocabulary. I took that one from here, from the IKEA web. So if you want to go and look it up, there is no answers. So there's only the exercise. So you have to go and try to find the definitions. And it's already open. This was open at 9 a.m. also. So you have a few tasks to complete this week. So good luck. Thank you for coming to class. And I'll wait for your feedback. I will be waiting for your advising time. If you need advice, let me know, contact me, and I'll try my best. I'll be ready to help you. All right? Having nothing else, if there is no more comments, I'll accept any comment. If there is none, we'll say goodbye for today.
Yes,
Carmen?
What was the third assignment? I forgot it.
Oh, there's going to be a discussion about this video conference.
Okay.
Yes, it's going to be a discussion, but it's not available yet because we need to upload the video.
Yes, because there only appeared 3 assignments.
Yes, and that's why this assignment, the discussion is going to get open once you have the video there, in case that you that were present want to go back to the video. And for those that were not present in this video conference, that they must. It's an obligation. They have to go and watch the video of this. Okay? So I'll let you know through WhatsApp, through the group, that we already have the video and that you can start answering those questions over there. All right? All right then. See you then. Have a good rest of the week. Have a good weekend. And don't forget to keep in touch. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.